Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Akil Hakimi bin Abdul Halim. My metric number is S77014 and I am from Group K3. Welcome to my database presentation for ACT 3513 Accounting Information System. In this video, I will demonstrate how I designed and implemented a relational database in Microsoft Access to solve problem 4.10. So first and foremost, what you're gonna do is create a table and import all the information from the question to the Microsoft Access. And as you can see, there's a three type of table: borrower table, lender table, and appraiser table. I will speed up the video so you guys can see how I do it. After you guys finish creating all the table, you need to assign each table with the correct data type. So for example, like this borrower ID, you need to assign it to a number data type. And last name, first name, current address in short text, and rec mort amount in currency. Anything related to the ID, you need to assign it to a number data type. So for question A, it says which borrowers use Advent Appraiser? List borrower ID, last name, and appraiser name. So go to query design and choose on the table related to the question. So what the question is borrower ID, last name, and appraiser name. So the table that related to it is borrower table and appraiser table, right? So tick all the table, and on the criteria write Advent Appraiser. Remember to put a double quote symbol in front of it and at the end of it. And after that, you already finished the question A. Okay, move on to the question B. So the question says, list all of the property appraiser with the letter D in their name, sorted by name, list appraiser ID and appraiser name. Okay, same as question A, but the only table that involved is appraiser table. And choose on the appraiser ID and appraiser name, but on the criteria below, write down like double quote asterisk symbol D asterisk back and double quote at the end. And after that, you already finished your question B. Next, we go with question C. The question C says, list all of the lenders who have participated in a transaction that use appraiser ID 8. Provide lender name, borrower ID, and rec mort amount. So in question C, the table that involved is a borrower table and lender table. The field that involved is a lender name, borrower ID, rec mort amount, and appraiser ID. Okay, under the appraiser ID section for the criteria, write down like double quote asterisk 8 asterisk double quote back. And remember to uncheck the show for appraiser ID, because if you check it, it will list down all of the 8 in one table, and it looks pretty, what we call it, unorganized. Okay, next we go with question D. List the lenders that lend more than 100,000. Provide lender name and appraiser name. Only list each combination of lender name and appraiser name once. So the table that involved this time is a borrower table, lender table, and appraiser table. And the field that involved right now is lender name, appraiser name, and rec mort amount. So under the rec mort amount, we need to find the ones that more than 100,000. So you need to, under the criteria section of the rec mort amount, you need to write down more symbol 100,000. After that, under the query tools, click design and search a property sheet. Under the property sheet, search a unique values. Change from no to yes, because the question say it needs only once the combination of lender name and appraiser name. If you click on no, it will duplicate to a lot. Okay, so we go with question E. Question E is, what is the average amount borrowed from each lender? Provide lender ID, lender name, and average mort amount. Sort by average mort amount in descending order. Consider using round bracket to present at 2 decimal places. Same as other question, the table that involved is borrower table and lender table. The field that involved is lender ID, lender name, and rec mort amount. So the table below there, right click on it, and there will be a total option, and click on the total. So set the rec mort amount total to average, and the sort is descending. Okay, now open the query tools on design, search the property sheet, and look at the general one. There should be a format and decimal places box. For format, change it to a dollar format. Look what I just typed. And for the decimal places, set to 2. Last one is question F. How many appraisal did each appraiser perform? Provide appraiser name and count of appraisal. Okay, so the table that will be involved is borrower table and appraiser table. The field that will be involved is appraiser name and appraiser ID. Same as question E, you need to open up the total bracket under the table below, and the total for appraiser ID should be count and sort by descending. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching.